Graham Norton's executive producer has opened up about the most talked about show guest. A woman whose sexual candor made the late Matthew Perry joke he felt more uncomfortable than had ever been in his life before. Graham Norton show executive producer Graham Stewart has described actress Miriam Margolyes as an unfiltered force of nature after tales of her sexual exploits made fellow guests, not to mention the famous talk show host himself, gasp. However, unlike Stanley Tucci and the late Matthew Perry, Graham exclusively told Express.co.uk that he didn't cringe at Miriam's colorful stories. From sharing her overly candid reaction to the sight of Laurence Olivier to recalling offering to perform a sex act on a random stranger, it doesn't sound like she's been shy. However, Graham told us, "I don't think we've ever cringed. I think our eyes have widened, but we never cringe. I think Miriam is a kind of force of nature, and what she's doing is being unfiltered. That's a rare thing in broadcasting now," he continued. When she swore on the Today Show, she said she was sorry about that because she felt that was being rude. She wasn't sorry about what she said. She was just sorry about being rude on Radio 4. "We've never been embarrassed by her. No, I think we've been charmed and entertained by her." Who would have known that Miriam would be the most talked about talk show guest and provide moments which you would never forget? Those moments include making the late Friends star Matthew Perry deeply uncomfortable. Perched in between Matthew and Gemma Arterton on Graham's sofa, she recalled, "I used to collect autographs at the stage door, and when actor and director Laurence Olivier came out, I remember so distinctly that I started to cream in my knickers." The audience burst into peals of laughter, while Miriam asked Gemma if she understood, only for her to reply, "I know exactly what you mean." Matthew exclaimed, while shaking his head, "I honestly don't think I've ever been more uncomfortable in my life." Another story saw Stanley Tucci feign such shock that he pretended to walk out. Miriam had been telling the story of how she once propositioned a soldier, inviting the total stranger to follow her back to her college so she could perform a sex act on him.